This is when I met AZ. I wanted to step to him. I found out who he was, and I stepped to him because I heard he was the young cat up there getting it. So I want to step to him and talk to him like, yo, this is who I am. But like I said, like I told you earlier, I didn't have no problem with asking people for some work and, you know, put me down. Right. I want to step to him. He's like, yo, come see me. I heard about you. You know, so I said, all right. And this is when he had 145th Street. All right. Say, I'm 145th Street, set up there, the jukebox. You know, and AZ was young, and AZ was getting it. He was getting it. He was a young kid busting out with the Audis, and this is when they had the Audi. This is when the Audi 4000s was popular. So he wound up, you know, I didn't see him no more. I was waiting for him to get back to me. So I was still doing my thing. I was eating, you know, I wound up stepping the A at that time. I remember it was on 139th Street and 7th Avenue over there by the Wendy. They used to have the games on Lennox Avenue. So I went there, I asked him this and that, and I knew what he was into, and I told him, I said, yo, I'm on the east side, because I started hustling around my mother's way again, too. So I said, yo, I'm on the east side, can you give me some bottles? You know, because I believe he was into the bottles, $10 and all that. I said, can you give me some bottles? This is the powder thing, not crack. This is the powder thing. So he was kind of reluctant at first. He didn't really, but he told me to get back with him. So, you know, you tell me that, I'm going to get back with you. So I got back with him. One thing led to another. I wound up getting bottles from him, and he wound up hitting me. He wound up hitting me, and I took him to the east side. And I was doing a little something over there. I was eating. So I started doing a little something. I was flipping the bottles. It wasn't what I was used to, but my brother he was grinding. He was doing his thing. Right. Waiting for opportunity again. So I kept on coming back at him. He's like, damn, he's flipping these like that. So, yo, doing all right. But, you know, I had money saved up, so I was, even if I wasn't flipping it, I was just taking the money out my stash and paying him to have him believe that I was flipping it like that. So I wound up stepping to him, telling him, like, yo, man, you know, I got a little store over there I'm trying to get. We can go half on it, whatever, and we could do something. So he was like, yo, all right. So he said, yo, go ahead and get the store, and I got you. So I went up and I got the store, whatever. Gave the man like $10 or something like that. And I had the little store over there for a little while. But the east side, you know, it wasn't really like the west side. It was cool, but the money wasn't there like that around there. They wasn't used to spending $10 on some coke and all that around there. So it was all right. So that wasn't really coming fast enough for me. So I stepped in again. I said, yo, man. I said, yo, put me down with you, man. Let me be a part of your crew. You know, this day I stepped to him. He had the jukebox point, but he was starting something new on 34th Street between 7th and Lennox. He was starting a new spot over there, and I stepped to him. I was like, yo, man, let me be down with you. And this day I stepped to him. Some dudes had shot at him or stepped to him about something. Now this is how I got in with him. This is how I really became like down with him. Because the other thing I was just getting hit from him. So this is how I became down with him. I stepped to him on 34th Street. It was at night, and he had a couple of his little, I'm not even call them soldiers. He had a couple of his little workers around him and all that. And the dude had shot at him or tried to stick them up or something. And he was telling me that, and he was getting frustrated. I was like, yeah, whatever. I was upset about it. So I was like, yo, what you gonna do? And he was like, yo, we gonna go find him, catch him, this, that. I said, well, bet. I said, just give me 15, 20 minutes. I gotta shoot back to the east side, get my guns, and I'm back over here. So I do all that. You know, everybody do their thing. You know, little workers, they go get whatever little guns they got, wherever they got them at. That's why I was the only one that came back. Me and another person, you know, came back. And I'm the only one that came back. And like another guy. So I came back with 2 guns blazing. I said, well, let's do this, man. Okay. So we wound up looking for the dudes, and we wound up finding them, and we wound up finding one of them, and we wound up busting him down in order, but he got into his building or whatever, so we couldn't get to him in order, but we wound up letting them know, like, yo, we busting ourselves too. And we was trying to kill this kid. And that's how I got in, and he took a liking to that and put me down with him. So now I'm running with him. After that day, I'm down with him. That's one of his soldiers. You know, I'm there. I'm working. So I see opportunity. So I said, okay, this is where I need to be. This is where I need to be. This is who I need to work with. This is who I need to impress. This is who I need to get up under. So I got a problem with that, man. I know how to grind. I started from the bottom. So I want to get with him, and I do have to say, give on, you know, to AZ. When I met A, I met him back. I'm going to give him that. Definitely. Everything I've achieved as far as in the game and this and that was definitely because of A. So now we're in 34th Street, we're 45th Street. and I'm down with him, and I'm doing all the dirty work. You know, I'm taking care of, you know, the dudes is, you know, I don't know if you remember this kid named Travis, you know, he had put this kid Travis down with him. The kid Travis was slipping his own bottles up in the spot, and he knew. One thing about he knew his work, man. He knew what he should get, what he shouldn't get.
Produced by Contrast Productions.
You know, and he's also used to send people to go buy his stuff to see if it was being switched. And we found out that this kid Travis was switching up the bottles. So make a long story short with that, we wound up beating the kid Travis down. Who wanted to beat the kid down? Me. I want to beat the kid Travis down, trying to throw him out the second floor window. Because, you know, he's robbing from my man A. I got to let you know you can't do this. So I tried to throw the kid out the window and all that, and we didn't succeed. I was trying to tie his neck up. I was trying to tie the string around his neck, throw him out the window and let him hang. So we didn't succeed, so we wound up beating him down and all that. So we got rid of him. So that was, you know, that was that. And I used to be the person that, hey, you know, he used to put me through a lot of, you know, he used to test me a lot of little times. He used to, like, he would give me a certain amount of bricks or whatever and tell me, like, you know, don't bottle them up. I was getting in positions like that where he was trusting me with the work and telling me to go bottle it up.
You actually bottle some whole bricks?
Huh?
Whole bricks?
Yeah, whole bricks. Yeah, he didn't play that. He didn't play bottle of this, and you had to bottle up the whole brick. Because the spot, not just 34th, but 45th was moving so quickly at times. It was doing 2 or 3 bricks a day. You know.
How much was that bottled up?
That was probably about, one brick was probably seeing 40, 50,000 for one brick. But that was a lot of bottles. So I used to take it to my mother's house sometimes, bottle it up. You know what I'm saying? That's when I was still with Mama. You know, I used to go back to Mama Dude's house and all that. And I used to do my thing there. I had a little apartment that I used to do. So he used to hit me with the bricks, say, yo, always call me when you finish, or he will come. So like I said, he was trusting me with the work, and I was, I was working my way in position. So I was always with him, you know what I mean, doing my thing and all that. We started getting real popular as far as people started saying like, yo, the kids is getting it. Yeah, the kids is getting it because they seen AZ had the Audis and the little Benzes and all that, and this car, that car. And then, you know, so they started hearing about it. They said, yo, that jukebox is getting money. And people started seeing the lines and this and that. I mean, it was ridiculous. Again, it was ridiculous. Right? We started to tell customers, yo, wait on the other side. And that's how come you had to bottle up everything once we got it, because you could never give it a time when he was going to wait. You couldn't have the customers waiting too long. You had to always be ready for it. I mean, they was coming at that. You think we was giving them almost close to half a gram for $10. No cut, straight raw.
Produced by Contrast Productions.
No chaser. Straight off the brick into the bottle. Coming straight off the brick into the bottles, man. And we was bottling it up. And like I said, he just put me through that. But I seen the bigger picture, so there was no reason for me. And I wasn't trifling like that, where I had to stash bottles and this and that. I was happy.
Right.
You know, he was treating me good. I was happy in my position. I seen the bigger picture.
Right.
So there was no reason for me to be petty like that, because he wasn't petty with me.
Right.
A was a good dude, man. I mean, A was a good dude. Not until now that I've seen the pettiness, but back then he was a good dude, and he was allowing me to eat. So that was that, and so now the jukebox gets real popular. So now the stick-up kids come out. The stick-up kids are starting to come out. You know what I mean? They started to come out, and they robbed the spot. They hit the spot a couple of times.
Okay.
They hit the spot a couple of times, so that was really becoming a concern of AZ's. He was really getting frustrated that they kept on coming.
Magazine.
So, that was becoming a concern for AZ.
Yeah, that was becoming a big concern. That was becoming a concern for AZ, because he wasn't really used to dealing with that, and they used to come in and close the gate and just rob everything that was in there, you know, take the bottles, the money, and nobody never got killed when they used to come stick us up. So I stepped away like, yo, hey, we gotta put a stop to this. You know, I'm quickly thinking murder. We gotta put the murder game down. So we want to find out who's setting it up. So we want to snatching one kid up and throwing him in a van and making him tell us who the other stick-up kids were. So he wound up doing that, and we didn't kill him that day. We didn't kill him that day, and I was basically in charge of this mission.
All right.
Because I was putting it down like that. So I want to recruit 2 dudes. I want to recruit 2 other dudes, and we took care of the situation. We the ones who were sticking up, the ones who we caught up to, they got it. The ones who we didn't, they either in jail or they never came back again once they seen it. We falling.
All right, I got you.
Yeah, once they said their fence was falling, and locations that the bodies was, a couple of bodies fell on like 145th Street and 8th Avenue.
You got charged with a few bodies?
Oh, we get to that. Yeah, we get to that. So we took care of it, and the stick-up thing stopped. After that, of course, the stick-up kids, they stopped coming. And but AC was really concerned because it was like getting out of hand. He kind of felt it was getting out of hand. He felt that, it's just not worth it to me no more. And so that's when he started to really put more focus on 34th Street. You understand?
So where'd you take it from there?
Okay, so he started to put more focus on 34th Street. So now he has to make a decision. Like, who is he going to, because 45th Street is still getting money. It's not as much as when he first started, but it's still good money. So now, like I said, going back, AZ was putting focus on 34th Street now because he didn't really want to deal with the drama of 45th Street. So he had an apartment that we used to do things in Lennox Terrace, right across the street from the spot he was starting to build up on 34th Street. He called like a little semi-meeting amongst like his brother and the kid Stanley and all that, and he asked them like, do they want the spot? But they were so used to being, basically like spoon-fed, and they wouldn't let it leave the nest. And Abe was like the nest and the comfort. They wouldn't let it leave from up under him. So they was like, saying, no, we're going to stay down here with you on 34th Street and start this new spot. And they was used to that. They like that. And the kid Stanley was like, no, I don't want it, too many crimes up there. So when it came to me, I was like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. That was the day
Contracts Productions
was doing his thing. So he said, all right, well, then it's yours, man. This is what you do. You know what to do because you've been down a while now, so you know how to do it. You know this and that. So we had an agreement that he would see about 10,000, 15,000 off of something like every brick or something, like 10,000 off of every brick. Because he was still giving me, I didn't have a connect yet. To give me bricks and all that, so but my money was funny. Okay. And now I know I got me a gold mine now because I still seen the gold mine and I was willing to protect it at any means necessary. And if it was taking somebody's life and killing somebody because they wanted to come take what I was doing, then so be it. So I knew I wasn't gonna really be up in the spot like that because I thought that was past that thing. So what I did was I got with some kids from the area up there. The kid name was Jay. He was pretty known up around that area, so I knew. And I'm saying to myself,